guys, Sandy Ingram here. Welcome. In today's video, we have important new update on Iraq removing or deleting 3 zeros on their currency. Now, I will answer questions at the end of this report. And basically the questions are from the comment section, the things that you and I are concerned with or worried about. A viewer wrote in the comments that Iraqi TV was preparing people for the deletion of the zeros from the country's currency. The channel checked the Arabic station news and found that he was 100% correct. The people in Iraq have been alerted on their TV station, from their TV station, about this upcoming change. But here are the details as we know them. There has been a lot of talk recently about Iraq deleting 3 zeros from the Iraqi dinar. But I want to make sure you understand the difference between what Iraq is discussing and what Iraq has actually approved. On August 18th, an Iraqi government spokesman said the Council of Ministers has not made a final decision to delete 3 zeros from the dinar. Now, this is important because earlier reports made it sound as though a decision had already been made. And we often get conflicting information out of Iraq. What appears to be happening is that the idea of deleting the 3 zeros and restructuring Iraq's currency is once again being seriously discussed within Iraq and reportedly within the Central Bank of Iraq. But as of right now, there has been no official announcement giving us an implementation date. And to the channel's knowledge, the CBI has not said a damn thing. And that is what you have to remember. There is no official conversion rate. There has been no announcement of new banknote denominations. There are no official instructions explaining how the current Iraqi dinar notes would be exchanged. And there has been no announcement telling us how long the old and new currencies might circulate together. Importantly, for those of us watching the Iraqi dinar, the central bank, again, I want to reiterate this, the central bank has not announced a new exchange rate. Here's the bottom line. Something is happening and the 3 zero discussion is real, but discussion is not implementation. Discussion is not implementation. We should not assume that deleting 3 zeros will automatically mean a major increase in the value of the dinar. You can be deeply disappointed by assuming this. Do not assume that deleting 3 zeros will automatically equal an increase in the value of the dinar. I hear what other channels are telling you. I'm trying to protect you. What we need to watch for now is an official announcement from the Central Bank of Iraq or the Iraqi government. Now we know, and this was also in the comments, we know the CBI will not say one word about a revalue or an adjustment of the currency value. However, they owe it to the citizens of Iraq to discuss changing the currency denominations. I am monitoring Iraqi and Arabic language sources for developments. If Iraq announces a conversion rate ratio, new currency exchange period, or most importantly, a change in the dinars exchange rate, I will let you know. Until then, we're going to follow the facts and separate official information from speculation. Now it's time to address the questions that were seen in the comment section. The first thing I want to address is a viewer wrote, and he wrote it in a way that it was authoritative. He wrote it as if he was an authoritative on this subject, that you, we, I will be able to exchange the IQD at any international airport. I also believe this for almost 2 years. This is not true. I am retired. I am slow traveling. When I travel, I collect the currency of the countries that I'm in. When I'm at these different international airports, I exchange currency. And when I tell you that the Iraqi dinar is not exchanged at most international airports, you can check for yourself to ensure that I'm telling you correctly. Egypt International Airport, Egypt banking system will not exchange the Iraqi dinar. That was as of earlier this year, 2026. Hopefully that will change. Now, the only place that I found at an international airport that would exchange my Iraqi dinars, and I did so, and I recorded it, and I put it into the membership. But I was not able to exchange the IQD for USD. I was in Turkey. Turkey's international airports, you can exchange the IQD. I had to exchange my IQD to Turkey's currency. And from Turkey's currency, I was able to exchange it to US dollars. So yes, it can be done, but not at all international airports. Because once I got here to Georgia, Georgia said, we don't do that. And I also made a report in the membership and showed I'm in a gambling casino city resort, one of the top resorts, gambling resorts on the Black Sea in the country of Georgia. And they do not deal in the Iraqi dinar. And this goes on to support what I've been telling you and explaining to you, that the IQD is a closed currency. That means it's used basically in its own country and not in other countries. Now, yes, if you're traveling, you need to be able to exchange, and they handle that mostly within Iraq, because once you leave Iraq, there are not a lot of places that you can exchange the currency. And yes, they have limits. The Central Bank of Iraq put limits on how much money you can exchange a day. Now, another viewer compared individual investors that would be like you and me to country investments, aka the United States, and other countries that participated in the Gulf War. To my knowledge, they all purchased or acquired the Iraqi dinar. And the countries, as well as us, have been sitting on the currency and waiting for it to revalue. We know that the sitting president of the United States said on national TV that the United States is holding over 35 billion Iraqi dinars. Now, if you're old enough, you also remember that back in the day, President Trump also purchased Iraqi dinars as a personal investment. But these days, you can't find that information anywhere. But we know, we remember, we are not headed towards dementia. We remember when the news reported that he purchased Iraqi dinars way, 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 way back, way before he became president the first time. If you have questions or concerns, put it in the comment section. I personally am hoping and looking for international currency brokers to be available in the United States to exchange the new Iraqi dinars for the old banknotes. Now, they're going to charge you a fee, and more than likely it's going to be a hefty fee. But I don't want you to mail or ship your IQD to anyone. Therefore, if there's certain places in the United States where you can exchange, you may have to travel to these places within the United States. We are hoping that this will happen. The channel will keep you updated on what is and is not happening on the exchange procedure and the time frame. I don't want you to worry. I want you to stay calm. This too shall pass.